Pokemon Black and White and its sequels are my favorite Pokemon games, from the layered story to the endearing characters and incredible sprite work that marked the end of Pokemon's 2D pixel style. A loss I'm still reeling over today. Gen 5 is Pokemon's magnum opus, and today I wanted to exclusively explore the Unova region, taking a look at the towns, routes, all the environments we know and love, and dive into their beauty. So join me as we take in the sights of this Pokemon Black and White adventure through Unova. Our journey begins in Unova Town, a quaint place like most starter towns within Pokemon, but I love how the game opens on Professor Juniper visiting your house, and already the game's showing off with its camera angles and limited 3D graphics that are so charming.
Agreed.
I love the music that plays in Unova Town. It's such a beautiful, tranquil opening track, a relaxing way to start our Pokemon adventure in Unova. I love Professor Juniper's Pokemon Lab and wind turbine outside. Your room in the game is probably my favorite protagonist room in all of Pokemon. You have a Wii, how can it not be the best player room? Same goes for the protagonist room in Black and White too. They're both very nice rooms, and I love all their little details, especially with the Ferris wheel and Darumaka figurines. Plus the Wii is back! I also love the personalized rooms for Sharon, Hugh, and Bianca. Every single one of them is unique, and you gotta admire that attention to detail. Bianca's room is so cute. I might as well mention Aspertia City now that I've brought the sequel into the mix, but damn, I love Aspertia City. Exploring it for the first time as a kid was so fun. It was genuinely amazing seeing how much effort was put into making a more expansive feeling environment, but it's not dull or empty. The most iconic part of the whole city is when you climb that staircase, talk to Bianca, and see the incredible view of what's to come. It's so lovely. The city is full of character and beautiful architecture, as seen in the brownstone homes, cobblestone pathways, abundant nature, and Sharon's gym. Such a homecoming moment, they gave Sharon a job! The fast-growing town of Accumula is made up of hills that make exploring the town super fun. You get to go up and down. What joy! Accumula Town is vibrant with its iconic Vert track. You can't help but smile while listening to this. It's even nicer when you visit the house on top of the hill where the people inside can either add actual drums or piano to the track. I miss this level of detail. They didn't have to do this, but I'm so glad they did. You can play rock, paper, scissors against some kid and listen to propaganda in the town square, where you will then meet a beautiful weird man named Natural Harmonia Gropius, aka N. Again, I'm a big fan of the brownstone buildings that you'll start to notice is a trend within Unova, but it's a welcome one, along with stone pathways and the elusive ivy growing on the walls. Wow, so aesthetic, you guys. Very collegiate. Ooh! The doors even have little red and white striped awnings. It's adorable. I don't have much to say about Flossesie Town, but I do have everything to say about Flossesie Ranch. I absolutely loved Flossesie Ranch as a kid. I was so happy that they brought back seeing Pokemon outside, but I was still pissed that you couldn't walk with your Pokemon like in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. To be fair, my logic was kinda right. Like, if they put in the work to make the sprites appear outside, and even by random NPCs' sides, then why can't my Pokemon do the same thing? Flossesie Ranch is a haven for Mareeps, the best sheep Pokemon to ever do it. You can watch them prance, run around in a circle enjoying the farm life. It's so wonderful. I'm a big fan of the tall flowers and general farm landmarks of Flossesie Ranch. Okay, here is where shit goes down. I know I'm gonna say love a lot in this video, but I love Striaton City. It is a total banger of a town, from the music to the attractions, such as the restaurant-themed gym, trainer school, dream yard, visiting Fennel and the PC, the daycare that's not too far from the city, but I'm gonna count it here, and fancy garden. I know people don't really like the elemental trio or the elemental monkeys, but I like the theme of the gym and their waiter outfits. Plus, I think that Pansage is definitely the cutest out of the monkeys, even if they suck ass. Striaton City is just full of places to explore. It's got a great lively atmosphere, and I love it. Burbank City, on the other hand, is kind of gross. I would not want to live here. Instead of it feeling like your house is resting by the glorious sea, it's more that your home is hovering on top of it by the power of concrete. This is a concrete jungle port. There are tall concrete walls that block out the nature from past routes. A giant crane sits in the corner, and the city is filled with more warehouses than homes. It's described as being covered by clouds of smoke. The only saving grace is the fact that people can leave this place thanks to the pier, but more importantly, there's Roxy's Gym, a rockin' music club that's underground and cool. I do love Roxy. She's a very fun character, and I like how she hates her dad, and her gym is awesome. You can hear her singing, a first for Pokemon. It's so cool that in Gen 5 they decided to add vocals to some tracks like Roxy and Colress's themes. Love all the purple, I am a purple fiend, and we need more coughing graffiti. It's too cute. Now it's time for a quick PokeStar Studios intermission. So as a kid, I had no patience or knowledge that PokeStar Studios is all about following instructions during the filming of a Pokemon picture to essentially solve a movie puzzle. If you mess up, then your movie will flop, but if you figure everything out within the set amount of moves you have, your movie will break all the box office records. In all honesty, I followed a guide online to try and master every ending that I could, but PokeStar Studios is a fun, weird detour. I'm happy that they went for it, and I like how many cool costumes your protagonist gets to wear. Just look at all these outfits, they're so creative. Described as a pearl of a place, these words couldn't be more true for Nacrene City. A relaxing destination dedicated to art and taking it slow, Nacrene City to me embodies the perfect place to live. It has a guy playing accordion outside a lovely cafe, an outstanding library and museum, makeshift homes out of warehouses, and one of my favorite tracks of black and white. The city has a strong identity. I can instantly picture it in my mind, from its old train tracks to the entire city being made up of brownstone, from the buildings to the floor. I will forever hate the Watchog on Lenora's team, but her gym, where you get to explore the library, is pretty fun. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we have Castelia City. Directly inspired by the city of New York, Castelia City is the hustling, bustling home of skyscrapers, boating docks, business, and the arts. This place is huge, so I have lots to talk about. I'll start with my favorite spot in Castelia City, the Castelia Cone Stand. People all around Unova flock to Castelia City just to taste the infamous Castelia Cone. I was stoked as a kid when I finally got one of these, but I barely used them, I'll be honest. Still, the stand itself is super cute, and I would totally get myself a Castelia Cone in real life. The narrow street back alley of Castelia City is absolutely one of the best and most interesting spots in Pokemon history. It's perfect. There are smirking thugs, a sketchy guy you can talk to behind a dumpster, and a hole-in-the-wall cafe. Cafe Sonata is a place I love visiting over and over again in Castelia City. The experience alone of getting there through the back alley is so fun, and even though there's not much else to do after your first visit, it's a great spot to relax and leave your DS on just for the music. I love the 3 dancers you battle, the constant flux of people coming and going with their text bubbles, the vending machines, fountain, Game Freak headquarters, all the headquarters, the piers, Berg's weird honey art gallery full of clowns. This place is way better than New York City. Who's ready to visit Joint Avenue? Woo! Joint Avenue was kind of confusing to me as a child. I didn't really know what to do with it, but now I am a Joint Avenue enthusiast. It's confusing at first, but convenient when you're trying to evolve certain Pokemon who need like a lot of friendship and all that jazz. You can build your own avenue and watch it grow over time. It's not a huge part of the game, but again, it's a nice addition to explore just like with PokeStar Studios, and I like all the little stalls you can have and fun items to snag. Plus, you can have some creative liberties with your Join Avenue greetings. Nimbasa City is our second monolith city, similar to Castelia in that they both have a lot going on, but where Castelia is all about business, Nimbasa's about entertainment. I'll be honest though, I'm not a big fan of Nimbasa City's track. Like, I don't know why, it's definitely just not for me in my personal taste, but it definitely fits the theme of Nimbasa being this loud, exciting city full of attractions. But I think that's why I don't like it. It's just the loud trumpets bother me, even though the melody is not bad. This is very much like a personal preference thing. I just don't really care for the track. It's not bad, it's just me. Aside from the music, Nimbasa City is a really fun place. I mean, you have Elisa's iconic gyms, from her electro roller coaster gym to stunning runway. And I can't not say this, but Elisa is one of my favorite gym leaders of all time. She's a fashionista through and through, and I love her. I love Elisa. Elisa Nation, rise up. We do it for Elisa. There's the sports stadiums, perfect for grinding your team. The Battle Subway Station, that is such a cool building. I love running round and round in circles, passing all the different colored subways. Heck, you get to visit the beautiful Anvil Town from here that easily has one of the best tracks in the entire game for such a quaint, cute town that you could very easily miss. Of course, Nimbasa City is home to the Musical Theater, a landmark contest in Pokemon history. Dress your Pokemon in dazzling outfits, dance to the music, twirl your props, and become a star. Then you have the Ferris wheel you can take for a spin with that beautiful weird man from earlier. I gotta give it to Nimbasa City for being such a lively, fun place to explore. Great city, fun stuff, one of my favorite destinations. Driftville City, home to the song ever. I've always loved the Driftville Market. It's an awesome building with all of its side entrances and vendors. Lots of cool stuff to buy here, and I love seeing all of the different 3D graphics for the things you can buy. I honestly don't have much else to say about Driftville City though. The music kind of overshadows it, but the Pokemon World Tournament is obviously incredible, and I love how many bridges you need to cross just to get there. Cold storage is pretty wicked. Mistralton City is Aviation Central. The scope of it is crazy. I love how grand it feels, from the huge planes to super long runway. Skyla's gym is so funny to me for how extra it feels, with its cannons that shoot you everywhere and ginormous fans blasting you away. Like, she's really trying to kill you. Actually getting to fly the plane to places like Lentimas Town and the Nature Preserve is wonderful. We can travel even further throughout Unova. It's not all up to the boats. Lentimas Town is amazing. Not only is it located near a spooky, abandoned, haunted house, but it's got a fun track and very cute clay houses. Then there's the Nature Preserve, which in terms of presentation is nothing special, but you can get your shiny Haxorus here, so that makes it the best part of Unova, guys. We don't get to experience Celestial Tower for very long, but it definitely stands out to me. It's a Pokemon graveyard, which is just a very interesting concept to begin with. You encounter several ghost-type Pokemon and can ring a bell to calm the spirits of the deceased. It's a very beautiful place. Icarus City is such an exciting city to explore. Walking through the puddles, going up and down the hills, all of the windmills are so cool, and seeing 4 people twirl and dance in a circle is just a wonderful thing to see. I'll mention it now, but yes, Gen 5 is infamous for its seasonal changes. Such attention to detail completely transform Icarus City in the winter. Ponds turn to ice rinks, and huge snowbanks allow you to explore new places. It's brilliant. Opelucid City is a very special place because it looks completely different depending on which version of the game you have. Pokemon Black has a ultra-futuristic, technologically advanced Opelucid City fit with a matching synth-heavy version of the theme, whereas Pokemon White sees a city of the past with no technology whatsoever. I love Pokemon White's version of the Opelucid City theme. It's just so good, it's so gorgeous. Black City and White Forest fall under that same version exclusive category. Their mechanics are weird though, like you have to use the Entralink to invite people over, but they disappear over time. It's strange. Also, it's so funny how White Forest is a million times better than Black City. Like, you can get actual Pokemon there instead of meh items. I personally prefer White Forest because it's a pretty forest, but Black City is still very cool. Village Bridge is one of the most unique towns in Pokemon I've ever seen. The concept and execution are just fantastic. It's energetic when it comes to the basketball and tennis courts, but peaceful when chatting with the locals and discovering the secret singer under the bridge. Lacunosa Town is another one of my favorites. There's a lot of uncertainty in Lacunosa Town due to the giant chasm and the monster Kyurem it hosts having affected the town in the past, lurking at night, taking people away, and eating people? Whoa! It's a town built around safety with high walls like a fortress. Even though people have become less concerned about Kyurem, residents will still stay indoors at night. Aside from the spooky lore, Lacunosa Town is a relaxing resort of a town. Every roof has a lawn chair, and one of them even has a pool. It's cobblestone from top to bottom, and I love it. I also love the music. Every track in Pokemon Gen 5 is my favorite track, but I love this one so much. It's so good. Undella Town is a serene beachside resort, home to Cynthia jumpscare aside, Undella Town's track is super upbeat in the summer, which I feel like we never really get to hear, but listen to this. Look at that. It's like yeah, I'm sure that's gonna sound great. And soothing anytime else. Like here, see, it's very relaxing. It's like the beachside, the waves, oh my god, so beautiful. Wow. It's a gorgeous song that's perfect with beach ambiance. The Rich's Villa turned normal villa has the Relic Fanatic and Rich family to challenge. The Marine Tube is absolutely incredible, from the music to watching all kinds of Pokemon swim on by. It's so creative and fun. And then there's the Abyssal Ruins, where you can go on an underwater adventure through an ancient maze and find all kinds of relics worth a ton of money to sell that Relic Fanatic from earlier. Very beautiful place Undella Town is. Continuing with the beachside theme, Humalau City is a wonderful addition to Black and White 2. Humalau City is genuinely, I'm being real this time, genuinely my favorite track from the entire game. It's my number one if you ask me at gunpoint, but also if you ask me in general. I love it so much. It sounds amazing. It's got that melody. I can't get enough of it. It's like the greatest song ever to me. Humalau City is a boardwalk paradise. You can take an incredible photo with this frillish photo op stand. How cute is this? Palm trees reign supreme, and visiting everyone's homes is a delight. The interiors are so refreshing, so cool and creative. I love the glass on the bottom. You can see the ocean. It's so cool. The Humalau City gym leaves me speechless. It's just gorgeous. Look at this place. Traveling on lily pads, crossing that beautiful arched bridge, seeing the stunning greenery and beautiful water. It's paradise. Truly iconic, totally unique. Much love to Humalau City. Alright, lastly, when it comes to the city, town environments, I'm gonna lump the Elite Four in here. I've never been a big Victory Road fan. I actually kind of hate Victory Road. Going through the gates is fine. I do like that part, but the mountain you need to get through is just not my thing. But I do love each room our Elite Four members have. Starting with my favorite, Chantal's spooky writing rooms have always stuck out to me. They're so cool and perfectly fit her ghost type team. I love the levitating objects, especially her purple lantern. The spiral staircase is awesome, and I love all of her books. She truly lives in her own library. Marshall is our fighting type gym leader, and he has athletic rooms with wrestle ring and boxing ring touches. Not much else to say here though. I do like Marshall's hair and pants. Grimsley is our over-the-top dark type gym leader. I say that because just look at this man. His rooms are very regal, like we're in a vampire's mansion a la Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box. The giant chandelier is everything. Finally, we have Caitlin, the psychic type gym leader. Easily, her room in black and white is way better than the one in black and white too. Like, her room here is the comfiest sleeping spot you could ever ask for. And then her other room is kind of just sparkly. Like, I know she comes out of a flower and that's cool, but it feels kind of lacking in comparison. That first room it's just so pretty. I love how it reflects in like this liminal space. It reminds me of Kirby whenever you visit space in a Kirby game, and I can only dream of having a bed like this. I'm gonna highlight Iris's champion room over Alder's room because hers is way cooler. The stars align. There's a dragon statue. It's like we're climbing up this pyramid, and Iris gets to wear her incredible princess dress in this truly gorgeous champion room that's giving me very, like, Yu-Gi-Oh vibes, honestly. En's castle is extravagant. Even when a bunch of bridges shoot out of it, the interior has, like, night sky floors, waterfalls, water everywhere, columns. It's a castle through and through. En's room is very eclectic. It's clearly a child's room, but there are a lot of off-putting elements to it, from the clashing patterns to whatever decor is on the wall. And also, he has a fucking skateboard ramp in his room. En can skateboard, you guys! Why do we never see him skateboard? We need to see this man on a skateboard, please! En's room is interesting insight into his upbringing. You get to take it all in for yourself, and it fascinates me. It's generally such an interesting room. Now it's time for a condensed look at the routes of Unova. I wanted to separate the towns and routes from each other since there's generally more to say when it comes to the cities, but routes in Pokemon are a staple. They're very important, and Unova is full of incredible routes with such lush environments. I'm not going to go over every single route in this game, honestly. Not all of them are super special or worth mentioning, but I'll mention the heavy hitters. Don't you fret, don't you fear. Route 20 in the fall is radiant. The autumn colors really pop in the trees and pile of leaves you can fall into. It's so beautiful. Easily, like, probably my favorite route in Black 2. It's just incredible. It's so gorgeous. I love it. Love it so much. Route 1 is lovely. The flower fields, the petals blowing through the wind. It's the first route, and it makes such a great impression in Pokemon Black and White. It's genuinely exciting and so adorable when you take your first steps with Bianca and Sharon into your Unova journey. I mentioned it before because of Striaton City, but Route 3 has the daycare alongside a very cute playground. There's also this stunning lake that shows the reflection of the clouds in the sky that you can enjoy while standing on this glorious bridge. Pinwheel Forest is huge. I love how it isn't just made up of trees, like there's rocks, stumps, logs you can climb, plus the main path with 2 bridges full of people is oddly my favorite part, just the perfect bike path. I'm a big fan of how Pinwheel Forest feels very encased, like the lighting is darker, like we're constantly in the shade, and I just love that attention to detail. We're like deep into a forest. It's really great. Shout out to hidden grottos that have that same effect. I love me a hidden grotto, even though I find nothing in them all the time, but they're still kind of cool to explore. I like them. Sky Arrow Bridge, one of the many bridges in Unova, is the bridge to ever exist in Unova. Thank you for existing, Sky Arrow Bridge. Not only because you fit the New York City influence, but because you're perfect for hatching eggs. I also love Sky Arrow Bridge because of the traffic underneath, the sweeping camera angles, and when you first exit Pinwheel Forest into that up-close angle of you and the bridge in the distance, it's such beautiful framing, and it's awesome when you get to see it at different points in the day. Like at night, it's all purple, and it's so pretty. I love it. Route 4 is another completely different experience depending on which version you have. In Black 2, Route 4 has like a ton of construction going on and some established pathways, lanterns, and apartments. It feels like a potential town on the rise, whereas in White 2, the desert element is real. Every building looks ancient. There's a ton of decay seen in the pathways and old houses. It's very worn down in comparison. Okay, so I have a confession to make. I don't like caves in Pokemon. You know, I know that's not groundbreaking, but they're just not my kind of place. I don't really care about the caves. I find them such a slog to get through, and that's why I haven't been mentioning them, but I'm gonna give it to Chargestone Cave for being kinda cool, I guess. Most caves in Unova are very brown. It makes sense because caves are brown in real life, but Chargestone Cave is blue. Chargestone Cave said, I'm gonna be blue, and it is blue. Very cool. It has cool blue crystals that levitate and you can move them around by pushing them. So yeah, Chargestone Cave gets the best cave award from me, even though I still don't really like visiting it, but well, it's kind of cool. Just do not put me in a Pokemon cave. I don't know why Route 7 has bouncing beams with twirling clowns, but it's great. A very unique route indeed. The tall grass is fun, and I like Route 7's connection to Tornadus and Thundurus when sometimes this huge storm can pass by and then you can try to catch one of them. Route 8 is very swampy, love that. Quick Route 8 mention for being very swampy. Route 9 has a bunch of bikers and a mall. Shopping Mall 9, you guys. Shopping Mall 9 is a mall. And I love a mall in Pokemon. Easily one of my fave places to visit. I love the Goldenrod City Mall. So yay! Shopping Mall 9 is awesome! Route 11 is layered with waterfalls and different tiers to explore. I love the camper van. They appear throughout Unova, as seen in even like the village bridge. But I love these little camper vans. The map description of Route 12 is place of fun where it's enjoyable just walking over its gentle hills. Literal perfection. Couldn't put it any better myself. It's so fun running over the hills. And finally, I'm ending off the routes with Lost Lorn Forest. Just a nice forest. Nothing weird going on here at all. It's got pretty flowers and an open field and such nice people to chat with. I really like that guy in the back by the stump. He's pretty cool. And there you have it. Our journey through Unova has come to an end. I know I didn't mention every single nook and cranny, but let me know what your favorite places in Unova are, or any place in Pokemon. There may or may not be a video on the Alola region in the distant future. I don't know, maybe. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!